Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today's headlines are buzzing with optimism as Hong Kong stocks soar to an 8-month high, signaling a robust economic recovery and a positive outlook on the U.S. Federal Reserve's next moves. In another part of town, Beijing's top man on city affairs, Xia Baolong, stirs the pot with a call to revolutionize Hong Kong's tourism sector, seeing potential in every corner of the city. Meanwhile, a PR executive from the tech giant Baidu finds herself in hot water over comments that seemingly praise the culture of overwork, leading to a public apology and speculation about her future with the company. Stay tuned for the detailed coverage on these stories. Please continue watching for more details. In the bustling financial hub of Hong Kong, the stock market has recently soared to an 8-month high, a development that has sparked optimism about China's economic recovery. According to the South China Morning Post, the Hang Seng Index experienced a significant surge, climbing 1.4% to reach 18,800, marking its highest close since August 2015. This uptick in the market was not isolated to the Hang Seng Index alone. The Hang Seng Tech Index also saw a gain of 0.5%, and the Shanghai Composite Index added 0.1% to its value. This positive momentum in the stock market is partly fueled by the removal of property curbs in more Chinese cities, signaling a potential easing of the sector's regulatory environment and boosting investor confidence. Adding to the market's buoyancy is the speculation that the U.S. Federal Reserve might cut interest rates following recent disappointing jobs data. This month alone, the Hang Seng Index has risen almost 6%, a rally driven by inflows and regulatory support for the offshore market. This resurgence in the stock market is a beacon of hope for investors and a sign of the potential for China's economic recovery to gain traction. In another corner of Hong Kong, the city's tourism sector is poised for a significant revamp, as urged by Xia Baolong, Beijing's top official on Hong Kong affairs. The South China Morning Post reports that amidst profound changes in the market, Xia has called for a fresh approach to tourism development. He envisions every corner of Hong Kong as a potential visitor hotspot and advocates for the adoption of new policies to attract tourists. This push for revitalization comes at a crucial time when the tourism sector is seeking innovative ways to bounce back and contribute to economic growth. The local administration, led by Tourism Minister Kevin Yunhung, is expected to unveil a development roadmap dubbed Tourism Blueprint 2.0, which aims to explore new opportunities and redefine Hong Kong as a premier tourist destination. Meanwhile, in the corporate world, the culture of overwork has come under scrutiny following controversial comments made by a PR executive at Chinese tech giant Baidu. The Toronto Star reports that Chu Jing, the head of communications at Baidu, faced backlash after posting videos that appeared to glorify overworking, stating she was unconcerned about her employees' well-being and focused solely on results. This incident has sparked a broader conversation about workplace culture and the balance between productivity and employee health. Chu Jing has since apologized for her remarks, and reports suggest she may have parted ways with Baidu. This episode underscores the ongoing debate about work-life balance in China's fast-paced tech industry and the need for companies to foster environments that prioritize both performance and the welfare of their employees. These developments across Hong Kong's stock market, tourism sector, and corporate culture highlight the dynamic and evolving nature of the city's economic landscape. From the optimism surrounding economic recovery and stock market gains to the ambitious plans for revamping tourism and addressing workplace culture issues, Hong Kong is at a crossroads, navigating challenges and seizing opportunities to redefine its future. In the bustling world of international finance and trade, tensions between economic growth and national security are often at the forefront of government and corporate agendas. A recent report by the South China Morning Post highlights an intriguing scenario where HSBC and Standard Chartered, two banking giants, have found themselves lobbying against the UK government's proposed restrictions aimed at tightening the noose on business dealings with China. This move is part of a broader national security law designed to enhance transparency around interactions with countries considered potential risks to the UK. The banks argue that placing China in the strictest risk category could severely hamper their operations and lead to negative publicity. This situation underscores the delicate balance governments must strike between safeguarding national interests and enabling businesses to thrive in a globalized economy. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, a different kind of economic opportunity is unfolding, one that taps into the demographic shift towards an aging population. The South China Morning Post reports on how businesses in Hong Kong are increasingly catering to the needs of the elderly, a group that is growing both in numbers and in purchasing power. From healthcare products to leisure and financial services, companies are innovating to meet the demands of this silver economy. The government, recognizing the potential of this market, has initiated efforts to support its growth, including the establishment of a dedicated panel to research and promote products and services for the elderly. This development represents a significant shift in how businesses view older consumers, who are now seen as a vital and lucrative market segment. However, not all economic news in Hong Kong is as optimistic. The city's port, once among the busiest in the world, has seen a decline in its ranking and container traffic, slipping to 11th place, as noted by Alphaliner. This downturn poses a critical challenge for Hong Kong, prompting calls for a technological overhaul to revive its status as a global shipping hub. According to Ken Chu, Group Chairman and CEO of Mission Hills Group, embracing big data analytics, automation, and artificial intelligence is vital for the port's future competitiveness. This situation highlights the broader theme of adaptation and innovation in the face of changing global trade dynamics. These stories, spanning from the UK's regulatory challenges with China to Hong Kong's evolving economic landscape, illustrate the complex interplay between government policy, business strategy, and demographic trends. As businesses and governments navigate these waters, the ability to adapt and innovate remains crucial. Whether it's lobbying against restrictive laws, tapping into new consumer markets, or revitalizing traditional industries through technology, the underlying message is clear: in a rapidly changing world, flexibility and forward-thinking are key to economic resilience and growth. In the bustling city of Hong Kong, where the skyline is punctuated by the relentless pursuit of innovation and entertainment, the South China Morning Post has been at the forefront of covering stories that resonate deeply with the local and international audience. From the technological advancements in the cryptocurrency world to the heartfelt stories of beloved entertainers, the publication offers a glimpse into the diverse facets of life in Hong Kong. One such story that captured the attention of many was the controversy surrounding the selective use of VAR, Video Assistant Referee, in the Hong Kong Premier League. The league's decision to implement VAR on a partial basis sparked a debate on fairness and integrity in the sport. According to the South China Morning Post, Albert Chiu Sin-chen, Hong Kong's referee's chief, defended the decision by citing budgetary constraints as the main reason for the partial implementation. With only 2 VAR systems available, the league could only cover 2 matches per day. Despite concerns from players and officials, the league plans to continue with this approach next season. This situation mirrors the global conversation about the role of technology in sports and how it should be implemented to ensure fairness without compromising the integrity of the game. In the realm of technology, the South China Morning Post reported on Canaan, a Singapore-based cryptocurrency mining equipment manufacturer, unveiling its latest Bitcoin mining machine in Hong Kong. The A1566 model of the Avalon A15 series was introduced at the Bitcoin Asia 2024 conference, offering an energy-saving solution for miners. This innovation comes at a crucial time when the profitability of mining Bitcoin has diminished following the halving event, which cut the rewards for mining by 50%. The A1566 model promises to compute more data while consuming less energy, highlighting the ongoing evolution of technology in response to the challenges faced by the cryptocurrency community. Amidst these stories of technological and sporting debates, the South China Morning Post also took a moment to remember Lydia Sum Tinha, affectionately known as Fei Fei. Sum was a towering figure in Hong Kong's entertainment industry, touching the hearts of 3 generations with her comedic talent, acting prowess, and warm personality. Her journey from a beloved variety show performer to a celebrated actress and MC was marked by her unmistakable laugh, iconic black-framed glasses, and her openness about her personal struggles. Despite facing significant challenges, including health issues and personal setbacks, Sum's resilience and dedication to her craft left an indelible mark on the industry. Her passing in 2008 was mourned by fans worldwide, and her legacy continues to inspire those who remember her fondly. These stories, ranging from the implementation of VAR in football to the advancements in cryptocurrency mining and the touching tribute to a beloved entertainer, showcase the dynamic and multifaceted nature of life in Hong Kong. Through the lens of the South China Morning Post, readers are offered a glimpse into the challenges, innovations, and heartfelt moments that define the city and its people. In the bustling world of international development and finance, where the stakes are high and the players often operate on a global scale, recent events have brought to light the complexities and challenges faced by developers, investors, and regulators alike. Let's delve into a series of intriguing developments that span from the vibrant cityscape of Hong Kong to the corridors of power in the United States, and all the way to the ambitious aspirations of Saudi Arabia's financial market. Starting in Hong Kong, a city renowned for its dynamic real estate market and strategic position as a gateway between East and West, we find a major developer at a crossroads. According to the South China Morning Post, this developer is contemplating withdrawing its land exchange applications for a project near the city's border with mainland China. The crux of the matter lies in the negotiation over the terms of the Hung Shui Q New Town Plan. The developer is calling for more time to negotiate the premium and is advocating for a relaxation of the commercial site requirement. However, the Development Bureau has made it clear that it does not intend to extend the deadline. This standoff highlights the delicate balance between government planning objectives and the commercial interests of developers, underscoring the challenges of urban development in one of the world's most densely populated cities. Moving across the Pacific to the United States, we encounter a different kind of story, one that intertwines wealth, politics, and the law. Chinese billionaire Qin Hui found himself sentenced to 7 months in a federal court in New York after pleading guilty to a series of charges, including immigration fraud, using false identification, and making illegal political donations. The South China Morning Post reports that Qin will be credited for the time already spent in jail and will be immediately deported. This case sheds light on the intricate web of regulations governing political contributions in the U.S. and the potential pitfalls for foreign nationals navigating this landscape. It's a stark reminder of the global reach of U.S. laws and the importance of adherence to legal and ethical standards in political engagement. Lastly, we turn our gaze to Saudi Arabia, where the Saudi stock exchange, Tadawul, is looking to elevate its status on the global stage. Inspired by the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, Tadawul is seeking to become a leading global capital market, as reported by the South China Morning Post. With ambitions to improve its financial hub status and open up its market to more foreign ownership, Tadawul is keen on learning from KEX's book-building framework for IPOs, regulations on secondary offerings, and collaboration on fintech, cross-listings, and ESG disclosure standards. This aspiration reflects the broader trend of financial markets in the Middle East seeking to diversify and integrate more deeply with the global financial system. These stories, each unique in its context and implications, collectively paint a picture of a world in flux. From the negotiation tables in Hong Kong to the courtrooms of New York and the strategic planning sessions in Riyadh, the themes of adaptation, regulation, and global cooperation emerge as central to navigating the complexities of today's interconnected world. As developers, investors, and regulators grapple with these challenges, the outcomes of their efforts will undoubtedly shape the landscape of international development and finance for years to come. In the hustle and bustle of today's fast-paced world, where social media often dictates the tempo of our lives, a refreshing trend is emerging, one that champions the beauty of stepping back and finding happiness in the simpler, quieter moments. Dubbed the joy of missing out, JOMO, this concept is gaining traction as a blissful counter to the fear of missing out, FOMO, that has dominated our cultural landscape for years. According to the South China Morning Post, JOMO is about embracing the contentment that comes with disconnecting from the constant barrage of social media notifications and the pressure to always be doing something deemed share-worthy. Instead, it's about savoring the moments of solitude or the intimate gatherings with loved ones, indulging in hobbies like reading, baking, or playing games, activities that don't require a digital audience to validate their worth. The pandemic played a significant role in this shift, as many found solace and unexpected joy in the confines of their homes, discovering that happiness doesn't always come from external validation or the next big social event, but can be found in the tranquility of one's own company or the simple pleasures of life. This realization has led to a greater appreciation for offline activities and has encouraged individuals to prioritize their mental health and well-being, focusing on what truly brings them joy rather than what might look good on their social media feed. Meanwhile, in the realm of international business and politics, The Telegraph reports that HSBC, along with other financial giants like Standard Chartered and Prudential, is seeking a softer approach from the UK government regarding new national security rules aimed at mitigating China's influence in the country. These rules, part of the National Security Act, introduce a foreign influence registration scheme that has raised concerns among businesses about the potential complications of operating in China. These companies fear that the stringent compliance measures could hamper their commercial activities, prompting them to lobby for a more balanced approach that doesn't jeopardize their dealings in one of the world's largest markets. This situation underscores the delicate balance governments must strike between safeguarding national security and enabling businesses to thrive in a globalized economy. These stories, from the personal to the political to the economic, illustrate the complex tapestry of our modern world. They highlight the diverse ways in which individuals and institutions are navigating the challenges and opportunities of our time. From the personal journey of finding joy in simplicity and disconnection, to the geopolitical maneuverings of international finance, and the macroeconomic indicators of stability and growth, each narrative offers a unique perspective on the quest for balance and happiness in an increasingly interconnected and fast-paced world. Whether it's through embracing JOMO, advocating for pragmatic policies, or interpreting economic signals, the underlying theme is clear. In a world of endless possibilities and challenges, finding one's path to contentment and success is a journey that's both personal and collective, requiring introspection, dialogue, and adaptability. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the Execu team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of Execu brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the Execu team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize Execu brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, execubrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6 due brief via email.